This is Tudo Cinema Club. We met up with Alex, Kevin and Sam, aka Tudo Cinema Club, during the UK leg of their recent tour and took along 3 music streaming sites for them to test. Music has all but officially moved up to the cloud now. CDs are on their last legs and soon we'll be witnessing the death of the download. There's a raft of streaming sites to choose from, but which one should we be listening to? First up was Spotify. Launched 5 years ago, it's probably the best known of our 3 sites, with over 1 billion playlists created so far.
Spotify, I guess, is the most developed one, probably. It's been around for the longest. The home screen, like the what's new, I think needs probably like different genres. At the minute, it just seems to be typical, top 40 stuff on the homepage.
The site boasts over 20 million tracks, and the premium service costs $9.99 a month. It does have a free version, but the downside of that are regular irritating adverts.
There's also a radio function that you can click on a genre and it plays like random stuff as well.
Obviously they're appealing to, I suppose, a younger generation, like a social media generation.
Spotify lets you share music through Facebook and Twitter and see what your friends are listening to. You can even follow your favourite pop stars.
If you like Rihanna, you can see what she likes.
You can listen to her playlists and stuff. I like that you could sing stuff to your mobile and listen to it on the go, which we don't agree with as musicians, but as an account holder that might be very convenient.
It did the simple things well. And it's expanding now, it's kind of exciting. It's kind of plugging in with other applications.
So there was no doubt that Spotify was crammed full of both music and useful features. But the band were divided on how easy it was to actually navigate.
And the interface on it's really good though. Like how easy it is to find and get between, what you click on someone and what you can listen to.
Spotify is too overloaded in what it has though. I mean, personally, all I want from a music service is to be able to listen to music. I think it's trying to be too much.
Next up is Rdio. Launched in 2012 and founded by one of the creators of Skype, this service costs from £4.99 a month, but immediately bass player Kevin found it overly complicated.
How do I do that then? Where's my music?
No, it was in there. It's in your collections now.
There's so many buttons you have to hit to do anything.
It has a library of around 20 million tracks and it's available in 24 countries, but it left no lasting impression on the band at all.
It's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish. It's so confusing. I don't know how to get to things. And every time I hit this button, it plays this one song.
I had to work to use Rdio. I don't know whether that I'm not used to some new generation of technology or something, but it was very difficult to use.
Rdio syncs wirelessly to your phone and allows you to collaborate and add to your friends' online playlists. But it just didn't seem as fluid as the other services.
It's not offering me anything better. In fact, the interface or everything to listen to music is worse than Spotify. But I think the whole idea is you follow people, so you could follow your mates and be like, my friends were just listening to The Knife or Tudo Cinema Club or whatever. I guess you kind of find out about new music from other people. But it's just so bad. Rdio didn't get the simple things right. Just the bare bones of it wasn't really there, I didn't think.
And last up, it's Deezer. Launched in 2007, it has the largest global availability with 10 million registered users. And for lead singer Alex, it was an instant hit.
It has a really kind of simple interface for searching and finding music.
Deezer was laid out very logically.
Deezer allows you to listen to new music before its official release, but Kevin had issues with its existing back catalogue.
But the catalogue was pretty weak.
I found everything that I wanted. I kind of went as obscure and into different genres and
They didn't have
everything.
AC/DC, that's all I'm saying. And AC/DC are on iTunes.
Maybe you just couldn't find it because they've got all these pretenders.
Another problem that Alex encountered was the way the band's CDs had been listed on the site.
My issue with it is how it's labelled, is that none of these tracks are listed as live tracks. They're labelled exactly the same as the album tracks.
But those minor gripes aside, the overall user experience with Deezer was very positive.
If you click on a song, you can play it, you can add it to your playlist, you can listen offline, you can see who's hot right now, what's in the charts, you know, listening to radio stations.
So after exhaustive testing, what was the band's favourite music streaming site? Well, it was a split decision. While Alex favoured Deezer,
Deezer was my favourite in terms of how it looked and how easy it was to use.
both Sam and Kevin plumped for Spotify.
I thought Spotify was pretty well rounded.
You know, Justin Timberlake isn't making a playlist on RDO, but he's making a playlist on Spotify, and ultimately that's just going to drive the traffic, so I think Spotify wins.